Lawmakers in Indiana are pushing for new legislation that would drastically alter how some libraries are funded. As Brady Williams is here to tell us, librarians across the state are trying to stop this legislation.
So Indiana Senate Bill 32, among other things, would prevent many libraries from individually receiving property tax funds. I reached out to the Evansville Public Library, who pointed me in the direction of the Indiana Library Federation. That's an organization that represents libraries all throughout the state. They say they're opposed to this bill because it slashes many library budgets.
Indiana Senate Bill 32 was authored by Jim Toms, state senator for the Tri-State. Its first order of business is to eliminate the authority of public libraries to impose an ad valorem property tax as a taxing unit. Diane Rogers, president of the Indiana Library Federation, says property taxes are where most libraries in the state get their money.
It's usually 60% or more, from what I understand.
The bill's authors want libraries to now receive funding through a locally elected fiscal body like a county commission after submitting a budget for approval. Rogers says most library boards are already appointed by elected officials and do have oversight.
We do follow all auditing procedures and reporting procedures through the state of Indiana per law, so that it's not like we're gathering tax dollars, but yet there's no oversight whatsoever. We have quite a few levels of oversight.
She says by going through the city or county, they'll suddenly be forced to fight for funds.
If the public library dollars have to compete with other entities like, police and fire, et cetera, to get those county tax dollars, then their budgets are going to definitely decrease.
The bill also orders that libraries are prohibited from providing any function or service that the bill doesn't define as a core public function. Rogers says it would prevent them from doing most of what libraries do.
We are more than just books. And so we are a gathering place for, citizen groups to come and meet. We're a gathering place for, governing bodies to come and talk to the public. We have art exhibits, we have story times, and even something as simple as preschool story time would not be allowed under the definition of what they're saying library functions have to be.
The bill has been submitted to the Committee on Tax and Fiscal Policy for further review.
Now, Rogers says the ILF is not done. They have their State House Day on Tuesday where they'll talk to legislators about this. They say this bill is going to be a big focus that day. I also spoke with folks at Willard Library who say they're also going to be working with legislators on this. But since this was only authored last week, they're not ready to say anything about it beyond the fact that they are the smallest library in a city with 2 library systems, and this would definitely have an impact on their operations.
All right, Brady.